Yeah, yeah, come on. Biggest in the league, no one can fuck with me. Even the greats, they falling right on their knees. The Maki really got that rocket, hit you in your socket, now your hand gon' really bleed. Come on, you really think you can fuck with the best? Step in the ring, can you pass the test? Stay your face, now you look a mess. Yeah, you don't even wanna stand a bang with me. Maki finna hit you with that 1, 2, 3. Maki really finna make you pay your knees. Maki finna make you say just please stop it. Yeah, but Maki ain't stopping. Better watch out when you step in the ring. Hit you with these slugs like content. Yeah, yeah, been the greatest, yeah, been the best. Like King Kong, pounding on his chest. Step close to me, bitches, you're getting wrecked. You got TKO, then that's your best. Yeah, and I call that shit Canada power. Hit you with a 3-piece combo. Now the audience screaming out louder. Yeah, biggest in the league, no one can fuck with me. Even the greatest, they falling right on their knees. Mr. Maki really got that rocket, hit you in your socket, now your hand gon' really bleed. Come on, you really think you can fuck with the best? Step in the ring, can you pass the test? Yeah, stun your face, now you look a mess. Yeah, you don't even wanna stand a bang with me. Maki finna hit you with that 1, 2, 3. Maki finna get you on your knees. Maki finna make you say just please stop it. Cause Maki ain't stopping. Yeah, better watch out when you step in the ring. Hit you with these slugs like Compton. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, come on. Biggest in the league, no one can fuck with me. Even the greats, they falling right on their knees. The Maki really got that rocket, hit you in your socket, now your hand gon' really bleed. Come on, you really think you can fuck with the best? Step in the ring, can you pass the test? Stay your face, now you look a mess. Yeah, you don't even wanna stand a bang with me. Maki finna hit you with that 1, 2, 3. Maki really finna make you pay your knees. Maki finna make you say just please stop it. Yeah, but Maki ain't stopping. Better watch out when you step in the ring. Hit you with these slugs like content. Yeah, yeah, been the greatest, yeah, been the best. Like King Kong, pounding on his chest. Step close to me, bitches, you're getting wrecked. You got TKO, then that's your best. Yeah, and I call that shit Canada power. Hit you with a 3-piece combo. Now the audience screaming out louder. Yeah, biggest in the league, no one can fuck with me. Even the greatest, they falling right on their knees. Mr. Maki really got that rocket, hit you in your socket, now your hand gon' really bleed. Come on, you really think you can fuck with the best? Step in the ring, can you pass the test? Yeah, stun your face, now you look a mess. Yeah, you don't even wanna stand a bang with me. Maki finna hit you with that 1, 2, 3. Maki finna get you on your knees. Maki finna make you say just please stop it. Cause Maki ain't stopping. Yeah, better watch out when you step in the ring. Hit you with these slugs like Compton. Yeah, yeah. Now we boxing, little bitch. Knocked you out now, you really my bitch. Go pound for pound, you don't wanna get hit. By left and right, this jab can go hit. Yeah, I just be grinding every day, can't catch up to me. Yeah, you cannot dodge on my punches, I feel like Bruce Lee. Yeah, flow like a butterfly, sitting like a bee. Yeah, weaving all these punches like my name Holly. Man, I cannot fake it. Tryna climb up the ranks, I can make it. You a little bitch, to me you was basic. You was so fake, more faker than latex.
Yeah. Watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Air Canada Center in Toronto, Canada.
Never gonna stop, like mama, I made it. I'm dedicated, she want my baby. Yeah, you gon' come out at the top. Yeah, my punches hit hard like a clock. Yeah, knock to my core, you don't stop. Like 21 cent, that's a lot. Yeah, damn, it's a beat down, beat him so hard now he speaks language, ni hao. Yeah, I put some fear in his eye. Don't know how this shit gon' go down. Yeah, you boxing with me, your medical fee gon' be triple repeat. Damn, no one fucking with me. That's why I feel like the king of this league. King of this league. King of this league. Yeah, king of the sea. No one fucking with me. Fucking with me. Feel like king of this league.
Can finally call themselves the best league in the world, and they can take home $500.
Will there be any team to give RSVR a run for their money next season?
AFK Athletics moves with you, no matter the terrain.
AFK Athletics, comfort that keeps moving.
Welcome tonight for UBAE Week 4, Day 1. Finally opening back up to the UBAE scene. Co-signing me, I have Galth, and I believe HP as well. Feeling a little bit under the weather, so stick with him. But we have some amazing matchups tonight. First up, we have Junk versus 5 Aze Kage. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Doing good. This is exciting matchups potentially happening here. Who was their lineup for today?
Let's see. I can answer that question right now. Their lineups for Junk will be Natboy, Ronin, and C-Tuck. And then following through 5 grade Kazekage would be representing Jester, Tyborg, and Danny G. And believe Junk's bench is it's Tony Hung Low and Anp.
Yeah, there's some potential exciting fights, potentially some upsets depending on who gets put against who. I'm trying to remember C-Tuck. I'm pretty sure I saw his fight where he got subbed. I don't remember. But I know Ronin and Natboy.
Yes, absolutely. Good matchups today. And then fighting alongside that, we have Unks versus Ragtags. Unks representing Japan, Baz, and Goldilocks. And to counter, Hello World, Contour, and Llama. Bench being Ghost, and newly picked up Stevie. So good, amazing matchups tonight, ladies and gentlemen. How are we feeling? Everyone excited?
For sure. I'm not going to give him any open spaces for him knocking on my dad.
I do remember fighting Terrence's dad, so it was when I was doing amateurs back in the day, so I remember knocking him out. It was a pretty tough fight, though.
See, that's a very... Oh, wow, quick to answer. Second is being the option. You know, it's really tricky, especially when getting that coin toss and, you know, trying to figure out who do you want to go first. Because you could go in a safe route and go first and try and get, you know, your best fighter out there. And then, but the other team could sacrifice their worst so they don't have to go against the biggest, baddest opponent. So it's a very hard decision there.
Yep. Especially this, I think this matchups become more important on who you set up. And so we could see something like a 3-1, or it could be competitive 3-2 either way, depending on who gets matched up against who. Oh, am I lagging? My bad. Hold on. Let me...
Mike being
Okay. Pablo sounds like a robot to me. Oh, he died. Do I sound better now, or? Okay. No, well, it could be that, but I took it off of voice only. I noticed that before that was also causing me issues.
Hello. Is it still bad?
No, you're good.
Okay. So it was me, alright. Cause it sounded really glitchy for Galf. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Bad mic. Alright, so the first pick is in. Throwing in Jester, former champion in the UBA scene. Let's see who Junks chooses to
UBA
counter.
owner.
No. Oh yeah, and sorry, forgot to mention UBA owner.
Potential murderer. But who knows?
Whoa.
Alleged. There's some stylistic matchups against Jester on here. I don't want to say who I would put in right away, but I would say there's one person that counters him the hardest on there, and then yeah, again, I don't remember enough about. Okay, yeah, they picked who I thought they would have. So picks in for Natboy against Jester. Natboy's on the shorter side, and so Jester can use his reach and try to mitigate Natboy's volume. But at the same time, if Natboy can actually track down Jester, cut off the ring, it's going to be tough for Jester to do much, mainly because Jester's biggest weakness is just dealing with volume. You'll sometimes get stuck in like a corner or something like that and just take multiple punches, but he doesn't usually give that up for free. So he's very good at catching people coming in, catching people off of like stepping out in pivots. So it kind of just depends on if Natboy can close the distance without eating enough shots to get put down or stunned.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like one deciding factor for this matchup is definitely the footwork coming from Jester. That's being one of his best options, or in like his best weapons against Natboy. And Natboy's more of like a flat-footed fighter. He doesn't really move too much. He has pretty good lateral movement when it comes to chasing down his opponents and trying to pressure. But I think it's definitely going to be the shot selection from both of these fighters that is going to decide the fight, in my opinion.
We are loading up this game, which I noticed the spectator takes a longer time to load up. Why is the game not showing on here?
Is that like AI? What was the?
I don't know what happened there for the split second.
Okay, yeah, Natboy sets the punishment already built up, so Jester already doing a good job keeping him at arm's reach and catching him coming in.
Nice body work from Jester, getting caught.
Yeah, Jester needs to commit to not doing that. Body work's fine, but you don't want to lunge into a body jab or body cross like this unless you have the other person moving, if you're the taller guy. Especially if you're going to lunge in to do it, because you're just going to get stuck and eat punches. So you should just stick to, yeah, this is fine if off of a pivot or moving out. But right here, yeah, this is where his work needs to be. 1-2, move, 1-2, move. Yeah, and trying to catch Nat Boy when he's overextending, because right there, like, he's closing the distance, but then is just leaving himself exposed because he drops his hand down off of his punches. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, firing back here now. Nat Boy, I totally agree with you. I think Jester needs to stop fully lunging into those body shots, because every time he does, you know, sometimes he'll like lean back and try not to get caught. Ooh, that was a nice exchange right there. Like I was saying, whenever he leans back, he needs to stop, you know, trying to get caught in those exchanges. That's leaves him vulnerable in the escape. Ooh, nice left hand from Nat Boy now.
Oh.
Ooh, big left hand on the inside right there. Yep. Every time Jester starts to go down for that body shot, like right there, leaning down, I feel like Nat Boy is starting to almost predict him now, especially coming with those body shots. I think he needs to start feinting.
Yeah, looks like Nat Boy just wants to take the round, which is fair. Nice body work.
Let's see Castle. Not so biased.
Let's go. Stop fighting!
Yeah, but ending off the round there, Nat Boy securing a 10-8 first round. You know, I think Nat Boy's doing very well being patient and technical when fighting against Jester. He knows that he doesn't have the height advantage, but it's pretty interesting that Jester is the one on the front foot rather than him being on the back foot trying to stay at rank. He keeps trying to go in with these long body jabs and crosses and then ends up getting caught for it.
Ooh, that looks clean. Yeah, I would say Jester was on like the winning side for a good portion of it. But then, yeah, I was letting Nat Boy close the distance for free.
Okay, get ready.
And you can see at range, I won't say he's necessarily getting frustrated, but he is trying to land at range and isn't able to because Nat Boy throws up the high guard, but that's only because Jester is only throwing straight. There we go. Yeah, if you can throw while moving out like that, you can get around the guard, especially if you change directions.
Nat Boy hurt now. Jester trying to return back that knockdown from the very first round. I'm glad that we have the punishment bar back. I think I remember last PTC, it was not here. Big shots on the inside again. That's something you don't want to do with Nat Boy, especially with the power he holds. I think Jester needs to, you know, like you were saying in the beginning, kind of just like stick and move, hit a like 1-2 and try and get out of there. Because if he just stays in the pocket for too long, gets caught by any of these big shots from Jester. Or sorry, Nat Boy.
Yeah, Jester's doing a good job of catch and counter. So if he catches it on the guard and then throws on the opposite side, he's landing a lot. But when he's trying to land and force it like here, he gets caught like exactly like that. Because he's like throwing on the guard, and then he's himself is opening up. Oh, body.
I mean to interrupt you there, but big shots before the clinch. You know, it's good to know that with the PTC, newest PTC, that they're more being very harsh on the punishment because, you know, it took probably like 5 to 8 clinches until one to be punished, and glad it's being minimized now. Hopefully when people go into those dangerous clinches, almost like a, you know, shocker C takedown, they go for a clinch like that. Nat Boy's trying to go for the clinch right there. Ooh.
Stop. Did not look good for Nat Boy turning around there. And it's like you said too with the system on clinches. Last night, Adonis and somebody sparred, and it took 2 clinches to get a point penalty at the end.
Yeah, very glad they're more enforcing about that. It's pretty annoying, I would say, from any UBA for fight two fighter to get spam clinch and nothing happen. Because a lot of the time, you know, the game will get messed up, and that's why it will say back up instead of, you know, targeting one certain fighter.
Box on.
Or just in general, just trying to mess up with how they're going with the clinch system. Ooh.
Warning blue. Fight.
Yeah, so Jester just keeps getting caught when he like 1-2 steps in, and then that boy catches it on the guard and then lands right after. Like, Jester does better when he's the one doing
that's
that.
That's the point.
Oh.
Yep, there it goes.
Off
A point on
okay.
Jester. Wow.
So it's probably a
This ref
10-10
does not
round.
like it.
Or 9-9.
Hey, HP, did they get the payment from UBA before this? Did the ref get the payment? You know, yeah, another thing is with Jester's head move, he's trying to like almost roll with his hooks, but I don't think he realized that he is the taller opponent here. So whenever he's trying to like roll with his shots and trying to evade these hooks, he's rolling, you know, eye level to them. I think he needs to try and abandon the rolls and more try and go for a, you know, lean back. Granted, it takes him out of range for further shots, but I think it would be better, especially trying to get the angles and open up more opportunities.
Yeah, I'd say the distance he's closing is a little too much. Kind of, again, what you were saying a bit, but if he like throws the 1-2 steps like right back at range or out of range and then go back in when that boy's trying to counter, he's gonna do a better shot. But if he's at chest level, like arm reach with the Nat boy, you're gonna eat 3 shots. So
I think what he needs to do is try and like, granted, this is more of a IRL boxing tactic, but it could work for some, you know, fighters. I think he needs to start probing his left hand more a bit, like his lead hand. I think if he tries to like show Natboy he isn't in range, it'll indicate him to try and, you know, find the better shots and close more of the distance. And that'll give Jester the opportunities to step back while he's moving. Try and get him in a big shot here.
This is
Very
where he's
high on punishment though.
Yeah, this is
Sorry,
where
man.
Pester ends up getting caught with something, is when he's chasing too much. He needs to try to get in front of him. And then, like you said, yeah, if you probe with it, feint, or like feint with the step, try to open up that boy, or figure out at least which direction he's going, instead of trying to just chase him down.
Yeah, he's more kind of forcing it, but that punishment is really building.
But sometimes forcing it works, depending on the fighter. Oh, nice foot fake. Yep.
Ooh, left hand sitting Napoli on the canvas here.
I don't even think he was listening to me, but he did a feint step back and then went right back in. So that was perfect. I want to see that replay at the end of the fight too.
Wow,
how that boy is still up? I don't know.
Snapping his head back with the 77. Nice body shots here, still pushing the pace.
I forget how the point system works, but if it's a 10-9 for Natboy after the last round, even if Pester's up on damage, then he needs it. But if it can be like a 9-9 or a 10-10 round, then it could be a draw right now. I think Pester had up in the second round. But if you want the win, yeah, push it. That's what got him this far. Ooh, another nice level change feint. He made it look like he was going to go to the body, then came up top with the 1-2.
Yeah, I think he needs to really start adding more of these feints, because whenever he's ducking his head...
Don't keep looking down. Let's fight.
Yeah, that... I really like that, though, especially they're being more strict.
There's
a lot of people who phase in this game. Ooh!
I don't know if you guys have a idea of how you want to handle these types of, like, the second round seemed like it was a little too sensitive on deducting a point.
But I want to count it. And then click that key button for the count.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't count the second one penalty.
Yeah, especially because I'm pretty sure. Oh, nice right hand at the end of the round. But especially in the second round, one of those clinches was very obviously Nat Boy, but it ended up. Oh, draw. Yep. It ended up being a warning for I believe Jester. So.
Yeah. I'm not the ref. Yeah, so it's up to the ref or to come up with this decision. So we'll leave that to them, and then we'll just announce it if they want to, how they want to handle that either way.
I would lean towards no penalty count because that was the second clinch and it didn't look intentional and it's off rip called it. And I've seen this happen last night in open spars where unintentional clinches where this could be to a point where even you clipping that could be called on you.
Yeah, I lean towards that as well.
I will lean towards no deductions unless it's on us because this is PTC. This clinch system or the point system is very new to the game, so it could be very. Yeah, and Pastor did win every round. So, I mean, if we took it off, it's nothing against Natboy either on this too. In case it seems like we're trying to rig it, we've always had this approach with in-game penalties where we would have to call off a round from a 10-7 to a 10-8 because of a silly penalty. Yep, and I mean, it still comes down to you lost the round. So, like, if you had won the round, it doesn't matter if we give the point either way. So you can't really complain too much if you lose 2 out of 3 rounds. And it wasn't like a blatant, actually like him diving into you or anything. All right, well, looks like this will be a Jester win from the penalty being taken off of the.
So, man, that's kind of crazy though. I did expect Natboy. I feel like being on the back foot was kind of smarter, especially during the end of the rounds. We can stick with a draw then, if everyone's not happy with the. I mean, yeah, we'll leave it up to whoever's doing the ref. And we'll leave this for after the stream. Let's keep this going because that is true. Let's just keep this going. The first pick will be Junk. This will be a 1-1 on the score. Well, Jester is the owner, so maybe we'll listen to him, but he's not the ref. After because this is a new thing, so. Whoever the Junk want to put in. It's whatever y'all want. Well, I feel like
it's what everyone feels will be best because it is a new system in PTC, but I don't mind leaving it to here to be after. So let's see what Junk has, and let's keep looking for it, y'all. Yep, I have eyes that Trent also mentioned that it's a little off on the judging.
All right, but moving past that fight, Jester and Natboy being closed off. He's Ronin, C-Tug, Danny G, and Tyborg. A lot of matchups to put here. You know, we see the performance Tyborg put up against last week with Muds and Jordan. And I think that it opened the eyes of a lot of fighters. You know, Tyborg can stay with a lot of these high-ranking fighters, you know. It's not a bad matchup to put in with, honestly, any of Junk's. You know, C-Tuck being not the most notable fighter. So it'd be nice to throw one of them into the fire, see the opportunities which each fighter has. But like I was trying to mention earlier, it was kind of surprising that I believe Natboy had less power than Jester, because Jester, he's not, especially not in these most recent updates, have had the best power with all these, you know, different PTCs, and I think it was a little surprising that he was, you know, a little bit more powerful. Oh, and the pick is in. Ronin is going in. Let's see, you know, there's a lot of 2 matches. I feel like can't really say exactly who to put in here, but I feel like a nice matchup.
Yeah, stylistically, height, taking that all into account. I think I would probably, statistics wise, not saying that he was favored to win here, but I would say Tyborg is probably has a better chance of beating Ronin than Danny G. But also, Tyborg is similar where like he wants to try to counter. He's like a lower volume fighter, so if Ronan's able to close range for free, and Tybor doesn't catch him coming in, then that could be a problem for him. I think Danny G can beat Ronan as well. I haven't seen Ronan fight in a while, so I don't know how much his power is. But if you're going to have for Danny G versus Ronan, if they're similar heights, I'm probably going to favor Ronan for that one, or at least based on what I've seen him do previously.
Oh, yep, and you are correct, Galf. Man, you are. Tyborg is going in, leaving the mandatory matchup, Danny G versus C-Tuck. You know, I was going to mention that throwing in Danny G with Ronan, stylistically, wouldn't be that bad of a matchup. Only saying because Danny G does have the style of more of a outboxing, you know, around the ropes type of fighter, not standing like in the middle with big heavy combination fighters. The only time we've seen him do that really was against I believe Old Void, which it was more of a technical matchup if it were to be chosen, but against at least Danny G. I wouldn't say more with Old Void. No shade to my teammate, but
Okay, ready?
all right, here we go. Ronan, the white and black shorts, the ducks behind them. Tyborg, taller opponent, 5 grade Kazekage, already showing the massive height difference.
Yeah, and Tyborg, I mentioned it last time he fought, but he's definitely added more to his game than when I had seen him in like AVRB. I think that was the only other league he'd fought in. And even last season, he's incorporating more lateral movement. You're starting to see more feints from him, and he's mixing up to the body more at range. So these are things that I think if he utilizes them right, will set him up well. So like right there, he had the escape that he could have taken, and he probably should have, but he's like letting Ronan hit the guard. But if he steps back or steps out to create space before attacking, he's gonna open up Ronan a bit.
They're trying to build up the punishment early. Tyborg getting some loud grunts here. Those body shots are really hurting him.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll do it. Down goes Tyborg. Round 1. Yeah, he really needs to start making it aware of those body shots. Ronan trying to smother him early.
Yeah, that's the other downside right now with the current system is like it's already hard to block the body, but then the body just it's too easy to get too high of damage. So yeah, so you can see how like his body is so open in the center, especially since the game squares you up. So it definitely favors the shorter person, but it's not impossible for the taller person to catch them coming in or like fight at range. So just if Tyborg's able to move a little bit more, and then when you see Ronan do that where he ducks down when he commits to coming in, and then counter him at that point.
Yeah, big shots, and down he goes again. An 82 body straight. Yeah, it's a really hard matchup because, you know, Ronan, he's really good with mixing up his shots. So if you guard your body, he's gonna go up top, you know, try and feint like up and down too. I think that's what he's gonna try and do here to close it out.
Oh yeah, Ronan's on a hunt here.
Yeah, building up the punishment here.
Yeah, I think. Well, you don't want to get knocked out this round, so you want to move there, but. Here, like, you want to stop and catch, and then stop and counter. Stop it, like, not just commit to only moving or try to stay and throw. You have to, like, as you're moving, take your moments to do a quick stop, throw across, try to counter them, especially since.
And that'll do it. The final nail in the coffin. Yeah, Tyborg really feeling the body shots here. Man,
yeah,
it was just You can go.
Just again, I think unfortunately the body being an issue right now makes it a lot harder. Especially the damage is too high on the body if you're gonna leave it that open, exposed. So it kind of makes it hard if you're the taller fighter. There are still things Tyborg was doing right, and they could have worked on more. I don't know what their room scale was, because it didn't look like he was able to escape like too far. So it all adds up to making it hard.
Sparring Ronan last night. One thing that definitely shined in his like performance when we were sparring is that the body work. It's never really left him throughout all the damage systems, but it has been a very, you know, real key factor to his style. And I think going through, especially like you were mentioning, the body, I do feel like body damage right now is a little bit too high. I think I like that it's adding more opportunities to mix up your shots, not just headhunting, but it's also like really overpowered right now. It's so easy to build up punishment. But going to the mandatory matchup, C-Tuck versus Danny G. Man, what a fight though.
So if we keep that,
unfortunate. Oh, sorry.
I would say if we keep that first fight a draw, then this could be the end with this one.
Well, you know, I feel like even then, going back to even if it wasn't a draw, Jester still would have won anyways. So it's like I don't.
It would be 1-1 right now then.
Yeah. So I feel like it should have been just like, you know, looking back, couldn't predict the outcome of this fight, but you know, just keep it at that loss, because now it would be 1-1 and not just 2-1, adding more opportunities. But going to the mandatory matchup, see if this is what Junk needs to end it off.
Fight.
Yeah, you can see them both at range, trying to like feint each other. That's something I just enjoy seeing. Ooh, caught him with the overhand.
Yeah, one thing I'm already noticing from C-Tuck is he's not setting up his shots as he needs to. You see, he's kind of more just blitzing in whenever he thinks he's in range.
Oh, nice.
And it's never a one-shot combination either. It's always, from what I'm seeing at least, in threes.
Yeah, I would say that's kind of like, if you watch boxing, it's usually at range, and then whoever's committing is like throwing 2 to 3 punches, and then it's either hold or moving out. It's rarely, unless you get those like Mexican style fighters, throwing extended combos like we see in game.
That's inside shots coming from Danny G. He's working very well in the pocket here. Trying to clear. Yeah, I don't know if that's what you want to do as the taller opponent. Granted, it did work with Jester and Natboy, but I feel like it was more on Natboy's case to start pushing forward rather than staying on the back foot more.
Yeah, C-Tuck needs to commit to his jab more.
Ooh.
I mean, he doesn't even have to fully throw it out there and fully commit. If he just throws it at range, just a touch, I think it's going to help him out here. Especially because he can start feinting it or trying to do it to the body.
It's like almost... This is the game plan for Danny G, though. Just let him push forward and get into those moving shots. Like, kind of throw in between as he's moving. Nice opening shots here. Punishment really building.
What's interesting too is if Danny G does take this, I like to imagine that Game 5 fight would be Ronan Jester.
It'd be a very good matchup though.
Yeah, just depends on if Jesser can keep running off of him or
Oh,
counter and big
he's
coming
sticking
in.
a finger
The
to him.
showboating.
Is this still the first round? It feels like his round's been going on forever.
Yeah, this is still the first round. Danny G starting to taunt him here.
Danny G
This
really
fight
needs to
feels
go
like
in for
forever
those
'cause-
opening body shots.
Because
there
not
he is.
much action. But you can see how long where the time is at. Since the fight clock is like a hourglass.
Yeah, C-Tuck is trying to get too close when he throws. He needs to know his range a little bit better.
Yeah,
Then-
This round is brought to you by Punch Fuel.
Drink punch fuel. Not illegal if they can't prove it.
Oh, I need to turn these off right here.
not much action coming in for the first round. I would very much lean more towards Danny G taking that first round, making it a 10-9.
Seconds out. Get ready.
You know, HB kind of going a little off topic here, but I feel like, you know what camera angle you should do? Like, you know, in UFC, how they have it where, like, the beginning of the match, it'll, like, it's kind of like a long pan from the front of the fighter, and then it's the same thing for the other side. You gotta do that.
Usually it's done from this perspective, where I just click U and I and I can zoom in on red or blue. I'll get a pin for that.
Alright, cool.
Second round of 3 minutes. Danny versus C-Tuck. Not much going on in that first, but I like to imagine Danny G took that on damage, making C-Tuck walk into his punches.
Yeah, Danny's up, I would
if-
say, round. So
Yeah.
it's up to C-Tuck right now to force the fight.
I feel like C-Tuck wants to pressure more. He has to be a little bit more, you know, I guess aggressive with it. I feel like he's kind of being a slow pressure forward, but I feel like that only works against people that are, like, you know, hard hitting. That's why people like Cam can do it really well, because he doesn't have to go all out while, like, pushing forward, but it's the fact that the other opponent realizes the power he holds, that it could change the course of the fight at any second.
Yeah, apparently there's some slight ping issues that are frustrating C-Tuck.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean there. He just hit a right hook, and it looks like it didn't register immediately. Nice inside shot. See, this is what C-Tuck needs to be doing, staying in the pocket and trying to, you know, outstrike him with these hooks. Like, he's having build up more punishment, but he's not going in.
Yeah, that's more of a issue with, like, Danny not punishing him for staying in the pocket enough. Ideally, with his height and reach, you don't want to be there, but since he is able to get in for free and stay, then there's no reason not to do it.
I'd say the difference too is body work. Both of these guys had a longer or short-term punishment where you keep those jabs up, whether it's to the body or up top, you can get that knockdown coming in real soon. Or, you know, keep control of the fight.
Yeah, especially when C-Tuck, he's not doing it too much now, but whenever he does do it, he kind of leaves his body really open, opening up for those counter shots, because people don't know this, but countering off the body still gives you, you know, obviously a lot of counter damage, and I think a lot of people are more used to having it be, you know, whenever you counter, it's just immediately counter to the head, but you do get a lot of, you know, body counters.
Oh, nice. See, that's what happens when you double up the jab. It can create openings. I do think there's aspects of the game that do need worked, but are like one of those things where it's like you can't realistically work around with the amount of input you have in the game, like only a controller and a headset. So certain things, like people who aren't putting their body weight into their punches are just going to hit harder than they should. people off balance, landing for way more than they should, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was actually testing out the new body physics in PTC last night, and I will say it could be, obviously there's a ping factor because, you know, it's my region, it's just an AI, but I feel like a lot of my punches landed a lot cleaner than how it normally is. But I think they also like changed the calibration, because I'm not sure if a lot of people noticed, but especially when you're doing advanced, your arms, your elbows are pretty flared up for some reason. I don't know if it's a, you know, a glitch or if it's supposed to be like that, but your elbows are a little bit more flared.
Yeah, their IK needs some adjustment. Like with the way it squares you up, when you're punching is a little. Again, it's hard to know where your body is when you're like tracking the head and hands. So you either make the IK like trained on boxing data and then give people like a better boxing stance than they actually have, or you kind of leave it as is until you get more input.
Yeah, I feel like also, you know, very good point. I feel like especially when it comes to like defense, it's pretty hard to do. Yeah, I think there is a ping factor.
Yeah, the difference is though is that this could have been brought up in round 1. You know, we're in round 3 now.
Yep. This is an issue with people not reading the rules. So we just have to fight around it at this point. But there's things
TikTok is ref go to each person's team beforehand and just tell them everything.
Yeah,
I feel like
and you've been given the rules a month, like since last season. So again, if you keep moving, that's on you. But this is where if it is a high ping match and you have the reach advantage, just throw the jab. No commitment, just throw it. Like keep tapping with it at range. If you think they're coming in, just step back. But instead, he wants to do this, which is potentially going to cost him the fight if it's 1-1.
Player to player, that's even game. Both these fighters are flashing at each other a lot, but you're not seeing either of them push that pace. So this is the third and final round.
Now you're saying that Danny is a little bit.
This is a game winner for C-Tuck, and this is a, you know, an evening fight for Danny G. They're gonna have to push in this third round and show that they really have this fight. And securing a knockdown could be a very big statement, especially in a fight where not much has happened, where it's gonna have to go up to damage. You know, both of these men don't want to look a little bit confused when they see them scorecards.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit what you were saying earlier, Gav. I feel like especially the squaring with the body, it really messes up with a lot of people's like their defense a bit, because I think it like the squaring could help with like certain, you know, defensive styles, but sorry, I'm getting distracted by this like showboating, but I don't know, it's just this game still has a lot to fix through. Like right there, like we were talking about it earlier with the clinching, that was a very obvious clinch from Danny G, and yet there was no call on that, and C-Tuck wasn't even moving.
You see Danny G putting his hands up like he has just won the fight. C-Tuck not happy with this at all. Oh, and just a reminder, after UBAE today, there will be no post-fight press conference, but there will be a Fight Night 30 press conference. Just saying Danny is gassing. That could be. Oh. He's putting a finger in his face.
Is it 2-1 or is it? Yep. Yeah. So it did come down to that last round.
Oh, they're talking about the score.
Yeah. So C-Tuck not being active enough in that last round gave it away, basically.
The sad thing too is you have two choices of, you know, complaining and taunting or push for it. If it's ping, then
I mean, I agree. I also have a really hard time with ping because I like to fight at range. I'm a front foot fighter, and so if you're a front foot fighter fighting on ping and they're moving back, you're landing on your screen, but you're not actually landing, and so it does get really frustrating because there's not really anything you can do to adjust for that. And so it ends up being you're fighting a ghost, and then if you're on the back foot, you get the benefit of the doubt of throwing, and the other person's moving into it, even though they're technically landing on their screen. So it's a complicated system. Ping makes everything hard, but sometimes you have to adjust and fight through it. I have failed at that most times if I fought on a league match with high ping, but 8 doesn't matter.
Honestly, I don't. This game, it's really confusing when it comes to ping. I feel like it
agree.
should be pretty straightforward. Like, if it's player to player, then I feel like both people should like feel it. But if it's a single person, that person with the bad ping doesn't feel it, but the other person, like, that doesn't really make sense to me. And it could be like the server issue, because it's not even just like ping itself. Like, I feel like the servers don't make sense either, because you can be from a very like far away place and have bad player to player, and the ping is good, and then the fight, it's based off, I believe, both. But if it's like they're really close and like not like really close, but if they're like decent, like a few states away, but their ping is good, then the ping is also like affected in that certain, if that makes sense. Like, I don't.
Yeah, it just has to do with the servers, the traffic on the servers, things like that. Like, even because you've seen, like, if you're on your PTP can change even if you're fighting the same person.
Yeah, which also doesn't make any sense. Like, why does that change?
Yeah, it just has to do with traffic and who's on the server. I don't know what the player base for Thrill of the Fight is, what they're like, if they're paying for like the highest quality or if they're like lower. It all depends on like the server. It's unfortunately just an issue until like, unless the player base is like League of Legends size, like the amount of servers you can get that would make sense is going to be a hard problem.
Alright, well, skipping past that, looks like Junks makes their first pick, being Ronin. And yep, I believe HP got it correct. The prediction is in. Ronin versus Jester. See, now this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Gal, you might need to put in your amazing, pre-fight analyst, but seeing from, I believe, Natboy and Jester was being more the front-footed fighter, and this is going to be a clash of aggressiveness versus aggressiveness, or, Jester going in his normal fighting style of being on the back foot, almost. It's just a really complicated matchup here. It depends on what both fighters are going to choose, what they're going to do here. Ronin can keep stepping up the pace as he normally does, keep going to that body, getting heavy pressure, or, could see a Ronin that's not comfortable being on the back foot, or is comfortable being on the back foot.
Yeah, it depends on how much he learned and is able to implement for what he did in the Natboy fight, because Jester was doing better in that second and third round than he was in the first. Especially at the end of that third round, he was doing a better job of pushing the pace, fighting at his range, and landing good shots. Ronin is more front-footed, so that actually works better in Jester's favor, but at the same time, he's better at closing distance, and he hits for a ton. So it's going to be all about if Jester can move enough and catch Ronin in between his shots. And if he's able to do that, he's the move-in, counter damage, he's going to do big numbers. And then Jester's doing a better job with the lower guard for now.
Oh, Jester's hurt bad.
I think, see, this is what Jester needs to do, though. I think his angles are his best weapons. Like, right there. See, that wasn't even Jester that moved in. That was Ronin, but yet Jester got the call. See, now, that one was a little bit more... that one was a little bit more questionable, but I think Jester really needs to use those angles. Going a little bit back in time to the Blickum and Ronin fight, the thing that, one of the main factors that caught, Blickum the win was the angles. There's times where he would angle out and Ronin would be really lost, or he would get a big shot and then angle out and then Ronin would be even more lost.
Yeah, it's because you can see Ronin here when he does go to choose to throw. Like, right there he's like off balance when he's throwing.
Off-rip, this Bad matchup for Jester.
Oh!
It's been shown whenever Jester fights a shorter fighter that is real, hyper, that's not letting down on that gas. It's kind of hard to deal with because they're just going around you, punching you everywhere. You don't even know where to block.
Let's go.
But that knockdown, it made it look like I thought he was clinching for a second.
Yeah, I thought
and
it
then
was a
he fully
clinch.
went down. Love these knockdown animations. Yeah, I see what you mean though, Galf. Pushing the pressure is not really the goal here because that's when he's most vulnerable to, counter shots. But when it goes to Ronan being on the front foot, he's landing a lot more. Standing under the fire here, Jester in a world of trouble. Yeah, see the punishment really building.
Stop. Step back.
Ronan's not stepping down at all. Jester is stunned. Whoa. They're saying that ref is real strict. They're trying to call a penalty on Jester for looking down. So you can barely even have your chin down or try to head movement.
I don't like Ashley though.
Oh my God.
Big combination. Body jab into a cross. Dropping.
Look at me. You okay?
Jester.
Okay,
The anticipation on that.
Knockout is imminent.
Ronan has 10 seconds left now. Can he do it?
He scored a buzzer beater against Tabor. Can he do it against Jester here? And he cannot.
Ooh, it looks like he was getting high at the end there. Power of the midget. Like back at that replay. Yeah, it was the right hand shooting down the left in the middle. This could be what Junks needs to close the coffin against 5 Great Kaze Kage. See if we can get that knockdown. First knockdown, the body work coming from Ronan. Yesterday when I was sparring him, he did mention how he has not been, fully trained. Yep, that body shot. Fully training. But, I feel like he was doing very well. I think the damage... Grant, I did not know we were going for knockdowns for that fight. So...
It'd be like that.
But it
Light
did look
sparring
like...
turns into a slugfest.
Yeah, it did look like when, after the second round, when he was being more pushing on the match, he was getting caught a lot more. Ooh. I like how Jester's adapting the Philly style to start defending these open shots. But he's kind of doing the mistake that I normally do, that I am working on, with doing the Philly shell, not moving his bottom hand enough to cover while he's getting to these shots.
Warning blue. Yeah, this ref is really sensitive. Because it's not even a matter of the clinch is also, when you're taller fighting a shorter fighter, they're going to be all up in you see like right there, if Jester tries to circle out or penalty blue, literally, it just played out. It just happened. Yeah,
that makes sense
good.
though. Is that a remove of a penalty though? Because that wasn't even on purpose.
I don't think
I would agree with the penalties being called only from the refs, not in game, which would be a drastic change too. Because now we go back to the Nat Boy Jester fight. I agree with the fact that the penalties should be reviewed by refs. So.
Yeah, taking high in punishment though, and another body shot. Oh my goodness, what a beautifully placed body shot.
Yeah, Ronan is pushing that pace. He is trying to overcrowd Jester. He's trying to crowd him. He's trying to overstimulate him.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with a shorter fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Showing through to the taller opponents later. Oh, but gets caught by a big right hand. This is what Jester needs. Try not to force it, though. Good pivot from Jester right before the clinch. Is that Justin Gaethje? Oh my goodness. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Dang.
That's nice. Head movement by Jester.
My bad. Did not mean to get off topic. Yeah, Jester getting good punishment build up though. I will say one thing that is adapted to the style of Ronin, he's starting to use more pivots when his style. You know, back then he wasn't really of a footworking kind of guy. But I don't know. I feel like now when he is on the back foot, it's a lot easier to catch him.
That was good from Jester at the end of the round to go to that body, because you know that's the game plan he needs, is to work Ronin's body, seeing that he's a shorter fighter and that he's crowding you a lot. You've seen this happen with Cam. That first fight, Ronin was crowding him a lot, ended up knocking him down, taking that win. The second fight, you saw Cam, you know, be more composed and work, you know, reverse it back onto him. You know, take it to his body, and that would be a difficult process for Jester because he's like 6'1", almost going 6'2". You know, he's a taller fighter. He's not used to. He's more of, you know, being at the range or countering, so he's gonna have to kind of push the pace a little bit and get a little dirty. You know, go into that body of Ronin, mix it up, because that last 10 seconds, the last few seconds, he had Ronin high on punishment. He was doing that, and it was starting to add up.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Galf, that Jester needs to start doing to try and pull this out the fire?
Yeah, he's just to try to catch Ronin with something big and then follow up. He kind of needs a knockout probably at this point. But at the same time, you don't want to rush it because then you're just going to get yourself knocked out.
It's like Ronin got that warning there from the ref. Yeah, it does look like Ronin is playing a lot better. We're trying to play on the outside more. You know, receiving those 2 rounds.
Ronin. He's trying to catch Jester off the pivotal angle.
Good
Like
work.
the second knockdown in round 1. Oh, Jester caught him with that left, but he got stunned a little bit.
Ran right into that shot, but now Jester feeling the punishment. Ronin really piling it on. And the aggression from Ronin is really paying out. Oh my goodness. In the left hand. Man, I don't know. I feel like Ronin is also trying to adapt more of a outboxing style, but he's done so well on the front foot.
Think you need a noise suppression, sir? Go.
My bad.
Typing up a storm. It's all good, all good.
Messaging the developers.
Yeah,
good body work there from Jester.
Yeah, this is what he needs to do. Keep ripping to that body.
Oh, that was surprising.
Just, man, when it comes to Ronin and, you know, catching with these counter shots, the fight could really just change. It was that sneaky body shot, too. Almost didn't see it. We could see a TKO here. Wonder, Jester was kind of standing still there. Looks like he was, I don't know, almost looked like he was recording something. Might be a Pangle shot. Not sure.
So Jester's on a hunt now.
Really
Ronin
pushing
just
it on
runs
now.
into him.
Yeah, I mean, less than a minute, that's kind of what you have to do. It's do or die, and it's VR, so you'll be able to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, don't look down at the shorter
I don't know.
fighter.
Do you think the clinch system is like, it's more of a, like, if you look down?
But he's looking down
like,
because he's shorter. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I think it's because we can discuss it after this fight, right? Oh, the TKO for Ronin.
Oh! And that'll do it. Ronan takes it home for Team Junks, TKOing Pester in the third and final round. Ronan talking about he hasn't been training and all that, and he's a little washed, but seems better than ever. That'll be it for this first matchup. Kaze versus Junks. Junks takes it home 3-2. Very hard matchup here. Good fights. See, go back to the scorecard here. Technical. Really want to see that damage.
So bad.
Oh yeah, that's really bad. Jester was hanging on with him though with the damage though. I think it was definitely the knockdowns.
Very high-paced fight. Ronan definitely fought the game plan he needed right there.
Man, yeah, they really have to fix the penalties now. That's really bad.
I would say for after this, we will leave the points up to the ref because honestly, I feel that the clinch system was rushed. Not rushed, but more of for sure not reviewed properly because, I mean, the taller fighter looking down was getting warned a lot and it wasn't even like looking down. But any body clipping or anything, because you saw it too when Ronan had him hurt and what's it called? He kind of turned with him, the little legs clip, and it instantly caught a point on Jester. So I think,
I don't
this
know.
clinch system should the penalties should be reviewed by referees.
Yep.
And that this clinch system should have been polished more for sure.
Yeah, I think the call for the first fight should have been made like right after it happened. We can't really change it now, especially since everyone agreed to it, but it would be 2-2 right now. So you would have the third fight or tiebreaker fight. But I mean, you got to fight for your team. If you agree to things when it's not fair for you, kind of get screwed over.
We will make this more fair for everybody. So just know that the points will be reviewed by the refs only. We apologize if it was a late thing, but that was Junk versus Kage. Junk taking a 3-2 score on Kage. What a good fight. Next up will be UKFC Unks in 7 minutes because I gotta handle something real quick, guys. But y'all can catch up, get these fights ready, talks ready. The roster's right there. Just give me 1 second, guys. UKFC Unks can right in a few.
You guys want to still hear my typing?
Yeah, you have a nice keyboard.
Yeah, like my history is kind of bad with him, so I'm not gonna go easy on him this night for sure. I'm not gonna give him
Gaff, if you want to check on.
Should have some time at some point, but maybe not right away. We'll see.
It was when I was doing amateurs.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't claim it. Dang it.
I remember knocking him out. It was a pretty tough fight, though.
Hey, I bet y'all want to drop another one though.
After just this fight, it was really like never the same, man. Like, so I want to avenge him.
I know HP's in here. Castle, I have a question. What is the rarest card?
I'm gonna analyze and adjust, but for my first round,
Like, is there a rarest card, or is it just like, yeah, is it just like a random?
It's made me a little anxious fighting Terrence because I know the power that.
Probably lazy cam, BSA 10.
Terrence, I'm sorry about your dad. I'm gonna have to put you down like I did him.
Honestly, HP should have just kept like a single ad playing over and over again.
How do you do the cards again?
You can't do it in here. You have to do it in general.
You
can't do it in the PC.
The last time he fought, he wouldn't have so many siblings, and you're the weakest one of them all. Your mom Are you dead at? No, that's fine. This way. Okay.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, after UBAE.
Who's really there for you? But you'll never live up to my bloodline, ever.
Oh my god, bro. Like, why do you guys always do it right before, like, right when I get off my
UKFC Unks lost their kits, so they can wear any shorts color they want. He got lost in a transit. Depends. I think you already have like just a regular, just a glove slapped on, and the fighter's ready. Who is who has the higher score between? Actually, never mind.
We boxing, little bitch. Knock you out now, you really my big. Go pound for pound, you don't want get hit by left and right. This jab go hit. Yeah, I just be grinding every day, you can't catch up to me. Yeah, you cannot dodge on my punches, I feel like Bruce Lee. Yeah, flow like a butterfly, sing like a bee. Yeah, weaving all these punches like my name Harley. Man, I cannot fake it. Trying to climb up the ranks, I can make it. You a little bitch, to me you was basic. You was so fake, more faker than latex.
Watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Air Canada Center in Toronto, Canada.
Never gonna stop, like mama, I made it. I'm dedicated, she want my baby. Yeah, you gon' come out at the top. Yeah, my punches hit hard like a Glock. Yeah, knock to my core, he don't stop. Like 21 said that's a lot. Yeah, damn, it's a beat down, beat him so hard now he switch language, ni how. Yeah, I put some fear in his eye. Don't I know how this shit gon' go down. Yeah, you boxing with me, your medical fee gon' be triple repeat. Damn, no one fuck with me. That's why I feel like the king of this league. King of this league, yeah, king of this league. No one fucking with me. Fucking with me. Feel like king of this league.
RSVRA run for their money next season.
everybody
All right.
to match 2. UKFC Unks versus Ragtags. I mean, y'all can see the roster right here. UKFC Unk, they have on their team Japan, Baz, and Goldilocks. And Ragtags have Hello World, Contour, and Llama. I believe that's their starting 3 versus starting 3, so correct me if I'm wrong. Who owns these team? This is Coach Bingling and Cube going up against Coach Kobe. So that is with Pablo. How are you feeling with this matchup?
I'm feeling really great. A lot of crazy matchups, you know, potential here. You know, you could see Baz versus Hello World. You see Contour versus Japan, or I'm sorry, Llama versus Japan. I think I want to see that more. Goldilocks versus Contour, man. It's a very hard matchup, you know. A lot of people are going in here probably thinking that it's going to be an easy sweep for Ragtags. I think I saw a lot of people saying that, but I think you know, people are really underestimating Unks right now. You know, Japan has been on a crazy streak with the other leagues, been going absolutely crazy. Baz is also really coming back. You know, that uppercut a few a week or 2 ago in the open spars, hitting some crazy power. Been in the lab, and Goldilocks, he's been there too. He's been going absolutely crazy. And this is a crazy matchup. You know, obviously Hello World making his comeback with the, you know, amazing performance he put, I believe, was it last week or the week before that with the, I believe,
first or second pick.
Hold on, I have to look.
Yeah, like, my history is kind of bad with him, so I'm not going to go easy on him this night, for sure. I'm not going to give him...
Alright, but needless to say, it doesn't really matter. That is the... You know, just making a return, absolutely popping out, showing through. You know, it's a really good matchup. And Contour, man, that is a man to look for, especially in the heavyweight division. He is fighting, I believe, Bodie for the championship. He's been going absolutely crazy. Like, he has been in the lab showing if he wants to be the greatest, he needs to pick it up here. And then Llama fighting tomorrow. Rico too smooth for that vacant lightweight belt. So everyone's gonna be there too. Go ahead and take it to the battle
room with UKFC Unks, because they are the first pick. Who would they be picking first to get up in there and represent their team? Plenty of
who's picking first?
Goldilocks, they have Baz. UKFC Unks picking first.
Okay.
Baz is a dark horse. Baz is a really good fighter. I haven't seen him active recently, but he's been sparring and fighting, and he's been showing it that he still got it. Oh, Bing's about to make his pick right now. The pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. Goldilocks will be the first pick to represent UKFC Unks. Just a reminder, this is Coach Bing versus Coach Kobe and UBAE. Very interesting dynamic. Kobe asking Llama if he wants to go up.
Goldie versus Llama. Okay. I don't think Llama's here. I don't know. He's not in the chat either. He's coming. Okay, okay.
Oh, so the pick is Llama.
Okay, okay. Yep, there it is officially.
This is a fight I would love to watch play out, Goldie and Llama. You know, I want to see Goldie. What's it called? I want to see Goldie back in UBA. This guy only fights in UBA. He hasn't fought since.
Yeah,
Goldie
apparently
can
me
come
too,
back.
because you guys don't offer me fights.
Goldie can come back.
Goldie is a very good fighter, though. You know, while we're waiting here, guys, I just want to ask you, because a lot of you weren't here yesterday for the announcement. So, what is your guys' thoughts on GFL coming back?
I know
All
nothing about
details are in
GFL.
announcements. That's a good question.
So GFL, that's legacy GFL. This is a revamp. So AMA 63 was the last card. It won't be GFL 63. It'll be GFL 1, and this GFL won't have any correlation with the records of the pros. So it's just a rebranding, revamp, a return, a full custom gear kit, new ring, 4 division champions, full rankings, and 5K, 10K VC shall win. Well, it's 5K, but if you...
So, I actually have a question. If you're in GFL and you're a champion, do you get offered a contract? Like, is that the, like, prize? Like, you get offered a contract? Or can you have the option to stay in GFL?
Up to you. You can be a pro, retire, you get sent to GFL. You can't fight in both at once. So if you go from, like, if you want to drop out your contract and find GFL, that's on you. You're not fighting UBA after that. You're just gonna be a GFL demon. But you could get that belt and
So,
come back.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm catching is like, it's like, what is that?
It's like what Castle's saying,
PFL.
PFL to UFC, so you could just...
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. PFL to like UFC.
There's no concrete evidence. You can ask my
Jordan, bro. We can beat a GFL 1 main event.
Yeah, like my history is kind of bad with him, so I'm not gonna go easy on him this night. For sure.
Llama's gonna have to hurry up, though. He's gonna have to hurry up.
I'm knocking on my dad.
I can give him another minute or two. If he can't do it, then this will be a no-show loss for Llama.
Amateurs back in the day, so I remember knocking him out. It was a pretty tough fight, though.
After my dad got out the ring after just this fight, he was really like never the same, man. Like, bro, I'm gonna avenge him.
This will be my hardest fight. I say this every time, but this might actually be my hardest fight. I'm gonna analyze and adjust, but for my first round, I'm gonna bring out something different.
I've been stretching, I've been working out, I've been working on my defense more, so probably a TKO in the 5th round.
Just waiting here momentarily. This event is brought to you by Sheath. Use code UBA Sheath30 or Sheath UBA 30 to get 30% off. Man, you guys gotta change it back. That one's so much more confusing. For your next purchase at Sheath, stay clean in the fight. Ads. Can we play some ads or something, please?
No, they're both here. It's good.
All right. Oh, they're both here. Okay. I'm not in spec anymore. I left.
He's gonna brawl out with you. Yeah, I will. Literally, the last time we fought, he wouldn't have so many siblings, and you're the weakest one of them all.
Yeah, he's in.
HP, I have a question. I'm assuming, I know Castle has. I'm assuming you've seen the bounty placed on Adonis from EFC. Totally unrelated, right? You ever thought about partnering with EFC?
If they wanted to, then maybe.
No, I'm saying like you know.
Seconds out.
God damn, I don't even want to.
Okay, get ready. Box.
All right, here we go. Ragtags versus UKFC Unks.
A slow start than I would expect for people known to throw a lot, but also looks like there's a ping issue because 3 punches didn't land for anything.
Yeah, if you guys can hear if there is a ping issue, maybe, you know.
Now's your chance, but it is
Yeah,
what
if
it
they
is.
want to reset, then they could. If they continue to fight after the round 1 break, then...
Yeah, it does look like he's pointing at him because of his ping.
Yeah, just exit. Don't even ask the other person.
Yeah. You should have take a picture too as well. That's important.
It's just a yeah.
Oof. Forfeit loss.
Alright, let's wait to see what they say.
Yeah. Next time though, you're supposed to take a picture. You know, that's a FYI for everybody. It was 85.
P2P or what was your ping? Yeah, but what was your personal ping? Did you screenshot it?
Well, y'all can get back in to test it. Next time, record it or screenshot it. If not, then y'all will have to continue because we won't run off of no screenshot or visual proof.
Yep, I'm very well aware of that type of topic. Anyone else, and this is super subtle, but did anyone else notice that the font for like the loading and screen is different?
Yep.
Just me?
New
Okay.
inputs.
Seconds out.
All right, we're gonna try and run this back.
Ready.
See.
Let's fight.
All right, does look like the ping is good now. Keeping the pace. Fortunately, KFC Unks custom gear had some technical issues. Nice combinations for Goldilocks.
Yep, seems like they're fighting through and it's fine. So again, you could have taken a video of it, his ping spiking and got out.
Ooh, nice inside combinations for Llama now.
You can see them being more at range here. Looks like he's looking at the menu, trying to get a recording. Oh. It's not looking good.
See, he's complaining about it, but he's not leaving again. Because I feel like when you have the recording and
it's up to them if they want to fight or continue to. So.
Okay.
Just after round 1, it won't be brought up after. So.
Yep, you just got to fight through it. Oh, he's getting off. Okay. You better have the evidence or you're stopping for no reason. And it's going to be...
He said he recorded it? Okay, good.
Then just leave?
Yeah, I feel like you leave then, right? Oh, yeah, it looks... I don't know if he's lagging.
If they want to continue, they could. If they want to stop it and go repick, they can run a repick, but that proof will be needed.
Yeah.
He's like glitching. You
Just
guys see
exit
that?
and
Like,
send the proof.
Goldie?
Like,
just
this
leave.
is taking too long.
It's way too
I think he got put in standing.
Yeah,
he's in standing
Nah,
mode.
it's
So just
still
exit
round
anyways.
1. He can leave.
Oh my god.
He can leave.
This is...
Jesus Christ.
I don't understand why he's not
just cut
leaving.
off.
Like, just leave.
Stop.
There you go.
Yeah, if you got put on standing mode and you guys have ping issues, like, just exit. And then, yeah, send the evidence. If he is spiking, then we do it. If he's spiking to 50, then you guys still have to fight. Or you just get DQ. Like, I think 100 is technically within the limit. I mean, technically, there's multiple ping things if it's within limit, but the added ping is above, I think, 220 or 250.
Send it to my DMs, mama.
This is the motherfucking UBAE. Step in the ring, I ain't come to play or contemplate on anything. Yeah, fuck the money, do it for the game. I'm insane, yeah, I might go crazy. Boxes ass just looking lazy. I got an empire state of mind. Yeah, shout out to Jason. Damn, shout out to Jason. Crazy, crazy. We can go pound for pound. I'ma knock you out like every round. You a big dog, now you pussy now. Bitch, I'm a vet, you a rookie now. Give him an instant, taking them all. Know your intentions behind that smile. Behind that smile. Yeah. Knock you out like my name Mike.
Don't worry, Bing. There won't be any win off of this. We just gotta see what's going on because I see messages. Apparently, both people's pings are up. It'll be I think a repick, I believe. There won't be any wins or losses from this though. There won't be. We're not doing that.
Yeah, like my history is kind of bad with him, so I'm not gonna go easy on him this night, for sure. I'm not gonna give him any open spaces for him knocking on my dad.
Why is mine not?
I do remember fighting Terrence's dad, so it was when I was doing amateurs back in the day. So. I remember knocking him out. It was a pretty tough fight, though.
After my dad got out the ring after Jensen's fight, it was really like never the same, man. Like so.
Oh, Goldie peaked at a 180 MS on his personal ping. Player to player.
Isn't that not allowed?
87.
Isn't it?
Player to player was 87.
Player can be good.
Goldie spiked
player can be
to
good.
180 for a split second. Yeah, for like a smooth second, he spiked to 180. And it jumped right back down to 110.
Terrence, I'm sorry about your dad. I'm gonna have to put you down like I did him.
Oh, another big shot, another stun. Oh, some technical difficulties from Gut. Don't know what.
Yeah, what happened?
Is the
strap that's broken, or is the headset damaged as well?
The inside of the strap was cracked in 2 places.
I'm disappointed because I feel like I was winning.
I think he's gonna brawl out with him.
Yeah, I will.
Literally the last.
There's the video too, in case anybody wants to look at it.
And you're the weakest one of them all.
That's all.
75s and yeah, I could see it in
No, that's fine. That's fine. Just wait. Okay.
yeah, the 170. I just put 180 just to round it up. But it's just, you know, 80 player to player. I would just go with the repick. I don't think any win or DQ loss would be.
Alright, you've made it clear you have no respect for his bloodline and his family. Why is that?
Honestly, his mom's she's like about a couple of dogs.
I just want to repick then because this is going on too long. I don't want to do this whole thing where we're just trying to figure out the ping and then, you know, whole time this could be moving first. So we are going to take it back to where Kobe's going to have to pick first on the pick since being the first matchup. That's how it goes though. It's not any mixed order. Hello World will be picked to go in to represent Ragtags. Just try to avoid the and now we'll see who the punks will pick.
I'm here. I'm back.
Ooh,
I mean, I
pick
never
is
left.
in. Baz versus
Hello World versus Baz. Oh, I predicted this beforehand. Oh yeah, I did say that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hello
Uber's
World's
talking like he's relevant.
already in.
You're saying this will be hyping too, holy shit. Oh my god. Alright, let's hope it's not. Let's hope it's not. Waiting on Bass to join up the code.
Pro tip, sriracha on pizza is really good.
Thank you, Gal.
That's what I'm here for.
Yo, another topic, bro. Y'all ever come to St. Louis? There's this one place. I don't know. It's like pickle something. Get their Chipotle beef pizza, bro. I'm telling you, it is so it's so good, bro. Okay.
All right, waiting on Bass to. Oh no, Bass is already in. We can have a fight.
Knock you out like my name Pakistan. Then you woke up in Pakistan. You don't know where you at. Riff counting to 10. Regain your focus. It's gonna be the end.
I did not knowingly take anything that would enhance my performance. There's no concrete evidence. You can ask my lawyers about it for any additional information.
Yeah, like, my history is kind of bad with him, so I'm not gonna go easy on him this night, for sure. I'm not gonna give him
get ready.
open spaces.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Hello World rocking the iconic custom shorts. Baz in his normal shorts.
Good jab off the end of the combination there from Hello World.
Good lateral movement from Baz. He was able to get over the Hello World's lead hand doing that.
One thing to watch out for is Baz's uppercut. He's been showing a lot in his recent spars and activity in throw. His right uppercut.
Yeah, southpaw versus conventional matchup. Baz trying to move right and then around Hello World's lead hand.
Yeah, and he's just trying to stay on the outside footing.
Yeah, Hello World committing to his jab is going to be what he needs to do to win the fight. Overcommitting like that isn't going to... And then more foot feints. So like coming in, feint off the jab.
Trying to go to that body there. It's Hello World off the jab.
Nice jab on the outside from Baz. Mentioning that uppercut, I would bet my money, especially when they start to close in and stay in the pocket, going to release it. Y'all know that song? Release it. No?
Yeah, should I go to that body uppercut again, and then uppercut up top, and then go into the body with his lead?
When Baz committing to the movement is landing him the most. When he tries to stand in front is when he can hit the most. So moving to the right
Now I
off
want
the
to stay a
jab.
stationary target for Hello World because he will exploit that, especially his last matchup, I believe, against Yao.
No holding. That's on.
It's literally his name, Yao.
body jab there from Baz. Last 10 seconds of round 1.
Yeah, that was a close round. I'd probably edge it to Baz on volume. Yeah, they're both fighting very well. They both are trying to establish their range. And it's just coming down to when Baz is standing in front of Hello World, that's when Hello World's landing the most. Baz moving around Hello World's lead hand is getting him the most. If I'm Hello World, I tell him, or in his coach, I tell him create the space. When Baz tries to move to out, then you can have him in front of you better. Versus if you're close and Baz is circling that way, he's gonna get around your lead hand. So if you step out and pull, like create that space, especially that space for you to land the jab or 1-2, but then that opens up the opportunity for Baz to start switching up directions or trying to go to the body.
Round 2 of 3, 3 minutes on the clock. The mandatory round times for UBAE.
Like that, Baz is doubling up on that jab, going to the body and then up top. Trying to confuse Hello World. Nice inside shots from Hello World though. Return.
Trying those jabs off right there. Baz landing that left hand. 30 player to player.
You know, Gav, you've been in the boxing scene for, a lot of the time. What do you think that both these guys need to do here after, because their biggest weapons right now, I would say, is that jab for both of them. Kind of playing like a jabbing game, and you think there's something they could do to extend their offense?
Perfect example there is like Baz, as he's jabbing out, so he's moving to his right, and since it's southpaw versus orthodox, he's circling away from Hello World's right hand. But that's not something that's exclusive to southpaws. That's something Hello World can be doing too, is stepping to his left as he's throwing. But he's actually losing the quote-unquote foot battle, because he's circling the way toward that lets Baz land more, basically. He's circling towards Baz's left hand.
I could almost do a shuffle step as you taught me before when changing directions and circling.
Yep, always
higher punishment here in this round.
Oh, gets met with a big 62.
Once you start establishing anything, you can start using it to set up other stuff, even if it's something you're weak at.
God, there it goes again, where Hello World looked down for a second, and ref's like, "Keep your head up, Blue." Or I think it was red or blue. One of them, it wasn't even a full look down. They just...
Yeah, apparently that's not like the look down penalty. That's the clinch, red and.
Ooh, nice uppercut from Baz now, but returns it. Both in a world of trouble. Fire matchup here.
Yeah.
Good body jab there from Hello World.
Yeah, both fighters do really well when they're in the pocket. Baz needs to watch out for ducking his head, not to get penalized here.
One bad thing too about Baz is when he's trading with Hello World, you can see him. He drops his hands a lot like a big telegraph before letting up. The 2 rounds down right there.
Yeah, Hello World is doing good when they're again at range. He's establishing his jab. He's trying to land that cross, but when Baz starts circling around his lead hand, you saw Hello World towards the end. He got behind Baz, so it's because he was moving the opposite direction while Baz was moving in. So it's terrible without a visual. But if he can do more of that and catch him off guard to get to the side of him, then that's going to set him up well. Baz kind of needs to just keep it up and then try not to stay in front of Hello World as much, because that's when he's getting hit the most. That's where you saw him, the tide change where he walked into that stun.
Seconds out. Okay, get ready.
Yeah, but it's coming down to like subtle differences in who's setting up better, like with feints or footwork. So I would say Baz is edging it out footwork wise. Hello World's doing great with timing and trying to set up his shots.
I think Hello World can implement some feints here, especially coming in close. Try and counter the hooks.
Is doing something I always tell people when I say just put it out there. Like, he's putting out like this probing jab. It's not, yeah, right there. See? That's something, if you're, especially if you're the taller fighter, just do that. It's like free, especially if you're moving back and they're moving forward. You're just going to land for free damage. And so that's been his biggest tool of the fight, is just probing, creating openings. He can also use it to hold his hand out and block what's coming in. But it's also using it to set up his cross. That's been his number one reason for doing it.
Nice analysis there from Body Snatcher Galf.
And then, yeah, Baz, yeah, moving right. But if he steps even further off of that and pivots, he's just going to be able to get to the side of Hello World and then catch him if Hello World doesn't make an adjustment. But he's doing a good job of trying to neutralize Hello World's cross.
Right, check hook barely misses. Bass punishes him for it.
Oh, good jab there, hitting for a 60. That was a stiff stepping jab from Hello World, catching Bass and coming in. Moving damage. They're both getting caught up in this trading right here in the center of the ring.
The benefit of having a jab like Hello World, like Jordan, like, because Jordan also probes with his lead hand a lot, because you never know if that lead hand is going to be a solid jab or if it's just going to be another probing, right? And then, especially if you feint off of like the probe, that is what helps set you up for landing other punches.
I think one thing that Hello World can do to try and one thing I think he can try and do to neutralize Baz's offenses, especially when, because Baz is going with these really wide hooks. I think he's been doing good with like ducking down with certain shots, but I think he needs to start doing that for when he's close in range. Oh, Baz gets caught though. End of the round here, trying to close it out, get something.
Yeah, so that could be, when you're trying to move around your opponent so close, that could be one of the downsides if you can get a hook in front of him. Maybe 2-1 Baz? Or I could be either way, actually.
Baz taking it home for the UKFC Unks, the first victory. First fight.
First fight, first victory.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm interested in the damage on that one, because I think Hello World was starting to take over at the... Oh, I guess not. Yeah, I'd say that last round I thought was a clear Hello World round. He was landing better, landing in between his punches. Baz had kind of stopped moving around as much, the lead hand. But that's not to say Baz wasn't landing at all. Baz was keeping it very close in that round, even when it was a good... I thought it was a good Hello World round. But that was a good fight. I enjoyed it. I like when people fight at range, use their footwork, use feints, things like that. I feel Hello World. I can't win any fights. Ping or not.
Okay, it's the Unks' turn to get that pick in. 2 minutes on the clock for UKFC Unks.
Good matchups here. Potentially you can get a Contour versus Japan. Goldilocks versus Llama. Well, actually no. Goldilocks versus Contour.
I don't think it is a mandatory, unless I'm getting mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm like, my head's been everywhere.
The first one didn't count, so they can
no.
put either
Yeah,
one
it
in,
didn't
right?
count, so
no.
I think it's appreciate it there.
No, because of ping, it was just a redraw. So
But I guess it doesn't really make sense to put them against each other if the ping.
yeah,
between
that's what
them
I
is
was saying.
fine.
Like, actually, no. Well, yeah, that makes a good. So it would still be a mandatory, right? Because you, well, at least for
Yeah, technically, yeah,
Contour.
my bad, my mistake. Oh my god. Yeah, so technically,
because they can't do llama versus
I mean, if it's one-
Goldie,
would have been
so
out from that first pick, even though it did go to no contest and did count. They would have been off because it was a repick, meaning llama,
yeah.
Goldie would have been unavailable, and then Bass Hellerbro just happened, so now it's Contour Japan.
Okay,
Yeah.
I misunderstood what was happening. I thought they didn't
Okay,
count; they
right.
just started from scratch.
Well, couldn't you just do llama versus Japan and Goldie versus Contour?
It's the first cycle. So I think so.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Contour's already in, don't worry. Both fighters are in, actually.
All right, so mere seconds here. We're going to see Contour versus Japan, a very technical matchup, I would believe. Honestly, the volume can go to either or here, but I do believe that Japan will have the okay, maybe not technical, but a very good matchup will happen here in a few seconds.
Yeah, this is a matchup where the room scale is going to matter. So hopefully they both have a solid room scale. Otherwise, Japan versus Contour is just going to be Japan throwing nonstop.
Well, then
Without any
again,
movement.
that's why I
Like,
was
there's-
saying that, because Contour also has really high volume as well.
Yeah, recently he's been having a slower pace overall,
Mouthpiece in, seconds out.
and has been trying to utilize more footwork.
Get ready.
But I do think he can throw volume if he has to.
First round, Contour representing Ragtags, Japan representing UKFC Unks, Japan in the black, Contour and
Good
Japan.
defense.
Oh, nice placement on that. I was gonna say, Japan's dropping both his hands. He doesn't have to worry about defense really most of the time because he just can throw enough and do enough damage that it doesn't matter.
Looks like one of the fans might have grabbed the tape on his right glove on his way to walking out here.
Oh, yes, I noticed that, yeah.
Might add that to a drop now. Japan's right hand glove red tape.
It might be a DQ. You don't know if he padded that with, like, something bad. It was a rewrap.
This is a very, very interesting matchup, seeing that Contour is fighting Bodhi for the heavyweight strap on UBAE 15. And the fact that he's been 4-0 and he's improved out of nowhere. He's gotten wins over Blue Jester and many, many more, whether it's in UBAE, UBA, or outside of UBA.
Yeah, what Contour's doing right now is great. Unfortunately, actually rewarded for it. Needs to move. Is there a lot of feints in catching and countering Japan? I don't think it's technically counting as counters in game, but he's pulling out Japan's offense and then landing his right cross over it. And so, like, right here, he's waiting for Japan to throw, and then he's trying to find a home for that right hand. But
You
if
guys want to
he
give
use more of his jab, I
Ooh.
think he could help set him up.
Oh, ping issue?
Oh, nice.
Ah, wait, there was going to be a ping issue. I forgot to
Flurry
Japan.
there from Japan, having Contour on high punishment. And this is the fight he needs to fight. Look at this as Ronin and Jester, close that distance, keep real close to him and overwhelm him. Contour, if you let Contour gain momentum, if you let him feel more confident and comfortable the longer this fight goes, he will not have any respect for you. I mean, you saw that with the Dragon matchup where he was not letting off that gas. He was moving around him, dancing around him, landing at will. So pretty much, long story short, both fighters will have to push this pace and get the other one out of that comfort zone.
Yeah, this is another southpaw versus conventional matchup. But you see, in this case, Contour is the one dictating more of the circling, trying to go around Japan's nice lead foot. And so either, oh, nice.
Need to
That
watch
step
for
back.
those flurries, though. Like get called by the refs by spamming.
Oh my god. Both of them are really fast. He just wiped the sweat off his head.
Yeah, I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing from Contour that round. He's kind of shutting down Japan a little bit. You're used to seeing Japan have like double or triple that volume. But he's like creating space, so like he hopped back in the end and threw the cross. The conventional versus southpaw, for whoever can set it up better, the cross pivot is always something you can go to. Again, him setting up, yeah, right there, cross, and then he stepped around his lead foot and then landed the hook to the body. Actually,
it
I'm one of the
amazes me
people
that
love southpaws because my right hand is like my weapon, so it does get annoying if you slip on people's foot. But if you have a good cross, either way, it's
Get ready.
what can determine who wins that.
And just a reminder for those that
Yeah.
don't see it, Japan is in the black, Contour in the
Oh,
red,
yes.
sporting the ragtags kit. Japan in the Puma.
Yeah, you can see Contour, he's timing, trying to throw in between Japan's punches, and right there he just landed a 61 doing that. Again, going back to circling to his left, if he just pivots off that more, he's going to have the... Oh, was it? Okay, then the game is rewarding the wrong stuff.
Good feints there from Contour, having Japan bite on it with his lead hand, dropping it, which could be a good left hook, leaping left hook. I don't listen to Roy Jones if Contour wants to pull that off. Oh yeah, you can see that feinting sort of come out more. That's exactly what Contour would need to do, especially against a shorter fighter. Make him bite on your feints to where you feint, he bites, and then you push. It kind of reminds me of the double jab.
I stand on that.
Warning, blue. Box.
Yeah, he's trying to play off the fact that he bit on those feints, but I think Contour picked up on it. He's starting to shoot that. Even that little shift where he leans a bit to his right, it's starting to get Japan.
one thing that Contour can do is the way that Japan is kind of probing his hand out, like almost like a long guard. If he just times it right, I think Contour can try and pivot to that side and punish him for it, because then Japan's gonna have to turn around. That's pretty easy body damage and head damage.
Yeah,
like
it's
right there. You see how he's like
throw
keeping
the
it out
left
there?
hook over, yep, like that, the left jab or hook, and then trying to step out to the
I think it would be a good setup to start working it with your cross. You can end the combination off with that left hook with your Contour. But the thing is, Japan's, I've seen it many times throughout this round, when they get close and they go off that break, Japan shoots that right hook and it lands good on Contour. So Contour would have to be very careful, because that's where he is usually caught, is when he's pivoting or circling off a break. That's where Japan needs to take advantage of. Japan's starting to work that cross hook right there. Except not having much of a reach.
Stop! Penalty! Blue! Keep your
What?
What? That wasn't even a warning.
That's fine.
That can't, that shouldn't be a penalty. Like, there was not even a warning. It was just a penalty. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Just don't count it. But I think
I would agree with not, counting that as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that, bro.
if I'm Contour's corner, I'm telling him he's probably down 2 rounds, just because I think he's boxing great. I just think he's losing the damage race. So he kind of needs to land something big. He's been setting up counters the whole time. He just got to follow through. But it's harder when you can get into range and someone can throw like 5-inch punches that hit for 50 damage. So I'm also not faulting him.
I mean, wouldn't that be spam? Because that is a part of the rules.
This is the third round, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Wow, you were lost, bro. Speedy, check your Advil, bro.
You can see both of them.
I do
starting to
like
push
how-
that pace more.
Yeah, Contour slipping these inside shots. They're clipping him, but helping him for not the amount of damage they typically do, especially coming from Japan.
This is where Japan could really start, catching Contour too, especially when they start getting shady here.
Man, if Contour really got more damage, it would be so well. Like that counter shot. Yeah, that counter shot, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like he should be rewarded so much more damage. They gotta fix the clinch today. That was ridiculous.
I think there's a ping issue as well because Hello World. Because there's some punches that Hello World's or Contour's landing up the middle. We're trying to punch in between, and they're just nothing's landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not
most
best.
likely.
I'm just saying
It's most likely from Japan.
Thank you, Coach Dave.
Go.
Don't look at the right hand of Japan though. The Puma gloves got some sweat on it. The tape fell off during walkout.
Yeah. Contour's doing good in these exchanges where it's like 2 to 3 punches and he's able to move out. Because Japan doesn't really have like, he just goes in a straight line. He's not using like lateral footwork as well.
I think too is you're not really seeing Contour act on those, those feints. He's over feinting, but not capitalizing to where that would give Japan some confidence to, okay, he's feinting, I'm gonna push him now.
Nice.
Contour could really turn
Yeah,
it
it's
around.
definitely to note that feints don't really work if, there's nothing to be feinting about.
And then out of range,
Yeah,
right
I do think
there is
it's
Contour.
slowing down Japan's activity on those feints. Just because Japan's usually like, oh, this person's about to go in, let me unload 6 punches. But since he's not sure when Contour is going to come in, he's kind of just like, you see him at range, they keep adjusting his guard because he's like, oh, is he coming in now?
Oh, Japan just got stunned right there by a right hand. Contour's starting to dance around him right here. Could just be enough though to turn that point around, because that one point could just make this a draw, but I believe it wasn't counted. Warning blue right there.
Let's fight.
Yeah, that even makes sense.
Because I like to imagine after the second time will be
Yeah.
point.
Is Coach Dave still in here? Hey, Coach Dave.
No, it's okay.
He knows.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
Your winner is
it's also
the red corner.
I say we look at Carbon Shield. No, I'm joking. Oh, Japan. Yeah, Japan took the victory right there. Might be a little controversial. Actually, we need to look at the score real quick when we get back in the round, so it doesn't kick me
for off. Dave, the clinching. The clinching, it seems it's
so
pretty bad right now.
Or damage?
Oh,
yeah, it's
I assume you know already,
damage.
Dave. The damage, I got y'all.
Yeah, so Contour was a great Celis run, but
would that be a draw?
So
no.
Contour got deducted a point out of nowhere, but
so it's 10-9 Contour, so it's still
29-28.
29-28.
That takes us to the battle room. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, well, just in case you were not aware, Oh yeah.
Go ahead and you can see.
Yeah, especially if you aren't aware of this, when it comes to like taller and like shorter opponents, if the taller guy like looks down like remotely and then the other guy clinches, the person who the taller opponent would get punished. We've seen that with Jester, unfortunately, or Jester.
Yeah, my bad. Being, let me think.
So it's just a full reset, right?
Yeah, this is a full reset, full soccer reset.
So, Team Ragtags wants to take it home. They will need to make some serious choices with whoever
Yeah, this is you being. They picked
Team
up
Unks
first
picks.
last time before the mandatory. That would be funny, Jordan. That would be the funniest thing ever. Why does it say 1-1?
Yeah, why couldn't this happen with
Baz won and then oh my god, wait. I thought Baz was on Ragtags for a second. Baz.
You should have left it. Hello world.
Yeah, it's 2-0 for UKFC Unks. Thank you, Hello World, for the reminder. Would have, yeah. So we are waiting on the being. You already say your pick, right? You're not getting away from this. Yeah, you're gonna have to get that pick right now. You have to get that pick right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys are screwed.
Oh, he just picked gold. I mean, they could retry, but I wouldn't know.
I mean, you could try putting Llama back in, and if there's ping issues again, it depends on if it's a single person, then they just get a DQ. If it's both
I think
people's
that'd be a
ping,
big
then
waste of time though, because like we've seen it happen 2 times, and then the 3rd time just for it to go to a DQ would. I feel sad.
Oh, okay. He's not on a hot spot anymore and away from a storm. That's good. No, but if his ping is high and it spikes, the other person's well in the right to.
No, you're good, Bing. It's just the cycle's reset, so y'all can put in anyone. This was on Kobe's pick to get in. So my mistake on that, updating it right there. Yeah, now we wait on Kobe to make his pick.
Yeah, both are
spiking.
Then you guys keep fighting. We've had this rule.
Yeah, it's even grounds. This happened with Smoke and Aura. They're spiking, but it's even grounds when it comes to player. So.
Yeah, it's only when one person has a distinct advantage by having themselves ping spike, because your opponent's now fighting a ghost. That's why people know there's ping demons.
Bing picks Baz. He picked Goldilocks, or did he say I got you gold? Like, cause he was okay.
I'll be right back.
Every one of my losses boiled was under my opponents having illegal room skills. I just never filled out the form to get the DQ wins.
Well, the matchup is next up. Llama versus Goldilocks, running it back one last time, and if they're both spiking, then it's fair grounds. They're gonna have to go for it.
Y'all better check in that first few seconds and then decide.
Everybody wanna come up on the top, it's how you gon' grind and is you gon' stop? Don't look at the clock, just knock them out cold, put them in a whole box. Casket, turn your whole legacy into acid. Tripping my shoes are acid, and none of you bitches can handle.
Seconds out. Okay, get ready. Let's go.
The run back is here, ladies and gentlemen. UKFC Unks versus Ragtags. Unks up 2-0 on Ragtags right here. This is a third retry between Llama and Goldilocks. First 2 times went out due to ping. It looks like now about to be more ping.
If it's on both of you, just fight it out.
Yep.
Oh, he's pointing at me. Hey, I didn't do it. Just punch him. We already told you going in, so...
Oh, man. Yeah, if it's player to player, y'all gonna have to fight it out, because I don't want to do no, like, he's on 90 personal ping. I don't want to fight him. If it is 180 and over, then... But if it's under, then, yeah, y'all gonna have to fight it out, unfortunately. Your headset is at 1. Oh, my God. I guess you're gonna have to fight till it dies.
DQ lost. Go for the knockout.
Yeah, he could push for that knockout the whole time. He could have been pushing for that knockout.
This is why I have a headset that has a charger.
This might be one of the most controversial days of UBAE. The referees paid. Oh, Llama's on high punishment now. Oh my God! Oh my God! That animation. Oh my God! That animation was wild. Oh.
Get ready.
Oh. My goodness, can we get a replay on that? Maybe you did. I looked away for a second.
Somebody missed it right there. The bottom left. Goldilocks landed a right hook, sitting Llama down in the first round.
Dang, yeah, big combination still coming from Goldilocks. Not letting up. I just had a cold slice of pizza. Didn't have time to warm it up.
In case you're wondering, Cam, on how these teams are still fighting, we had a stalls and a no contest. Ooh. Yeah, Llama started to push him down. There they go, the first round down. Ladies and gentlemen, what a round. Even though that first minute kind of flew past. That was entertainment on all forces right there. Look at this instant replay of the knockdown. Goldilocks secured.
Yeah, absolutely vicious right hand. Oh my goodness. What a knockdown.
Boom. And you can see him reacting to his own knockdown there.
I did kind of miss it. What was the agreement for the
Is your corner ready?
Was there like a agreement to the ping and all that?
Let's go.
No, they're just thugging it out. I think Llama's headset is really, really low, so he is bound to die at any point in this fight. So he would have to push that TKO or hope he has enough juice to last the next 6 minutes or 7 actually. Could be 8 depending on... No, 7. 7. He'll lose 7 minutes and 30 seconds. He has to push.
Oh, gets hit with the 70. He needs to go in. Nice head movement from Llama. Goldilocks getting caught big here now. Oh my. In a world of trouble, but he's getting, Llama's getting caught for himself. Holy voice crack. Oh my God. Nice combination still. Man, this is just back and forth action. Gets hit with the 72. Llama's really trying to close it out here. Needs to watch out for not getting countered.
Oh, yeah. Goldilocks are bad.
Oh! Man, what a flurry coming from Llama. This is what he needs to do here. 101.
Let's fight.
What a left hand.
Wow. 101 damage on that knockdown shot. In case you missed it, look above the fight clock right there to see what exactly you just missed.
We should make like a record for like the biggest punch and the hardest. Oh! I think Llama just hit him with an 8.
There he goes.
Oh no. I mean, it's 1-1 then, right? Would it be a draw? Because he just scored a knockdown.
2-0 for UKFC Unks, so this would be the finishing fight.
So is that it? Is that it?
Yep,
That is it. UKFC Unks clean sweeps. Ragtags. Week 4. Day 1. Wow.
No, that's a 3-0.
How that fight was looking. Llama, yeah. He was pushing that pace, man. He was pushing that pace. But ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it was not enough between both of these teams. Llama's headset dies, resulting in a forfeit loss for Goldilocks. UKC Unks takes home a 3-0 victory. Man, what honestly, I feel like this could have been karma because I saw what Kobe said at the start before this fight happened. I think like maybe things were going good until he said those stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, UKC Unks just defeated Ragtags. Standings will be updated very soon. The press conference for Fight Night 30 will be opening up very, very soon. In case Castle has a time estimate, you can let me know. I can put a countdown in a stream and have people wait for a second.
What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. But that, like HP was saying, that will do it. Stay tuned, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is Fight Night 30. But stay tuned Sunday for day 2. I believe it's, hold on. It will be Ring Reapers versus Champs United. And then Team Sheath Elite versus Mud.
On Sunday, that's
gonna
a
be a good
banger
fight.
day right there. Especially after Fight Night 30. Ladies and gentlemen, discord.gg/UBA or
Sheath Elite ain't ready.
UBA.com
They're not ready.
for everything VG.
They not ready.
Related. Now, as for the press conference, I have no idea when that would be, but I'm going to put a 15-minute countdown in case Castle would need time. But he will keep y'all updated with that. So give me 1 second. We'll see y'all. Have a good day. And,
peace.
Bro, Sheath Elite's gonna win, bro, and then I think Junk's gonna defeat, and then UKFC Unks will win season 1. But yeah, guys, press conference will be open soon. I'm gonna go get some stuff real quick. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. If you want to come up on stage, let me know, and maybe I'll see your message when I'm back.
King of this league,
man. Yo, that auto turn was crazy. Oh my god. The way Ilya turned with him. That's funny. Yo. Yeah, so whenever Castle wants to let us know when that presser is, Castle will let us know. So, guys, in case you're curious on when that press conference will be. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this right here. We all right. A little tired, but we balling. Nah, nothing with bad. Nothing with bad. I had enough rest today. Maybe. Like, what is going on to J-Sway in that video, bro? Oh my god. What's going on with them? He just got possessed, bro. I don't know what else I could say. What I could say though is here's this GIF I got, guys. Oh, the fact that the when it happened on my side, the crowd turned deeper pitched and it sounded very loud and it sounded like I was in hell. But no one else could hear that, but for me, it's what I heard.
beat down, beat him so hard, now he speaks language, ni hao. Yeah, I put some fear in his eye, don't I know how this shit gon' go down. Yeah, you boxing with me, your medical fee gon' be triple repeat. Damn, no one fucking with me, that's why I feel like the king of this league. King of this league. King of this league. Yeah, king of this league. No one fucking with me. Fucking with me. Feel like king of this league. Step in the ring, now we boxing, little bitch. Knock you out now, you really my bitch. Go pound for pound, you don't wanna get hit. By left and right, this jab can go hit. Yeah, I just be grinding every day, can't catch up to me. Yeah, you cannot dodge on my punches, I feel like Bruce Lee. Yeah, flow like a butterfly, sitting like a bee. Yeah, weaving all these punches like my name Holly. Damn, I cannot fake it. Trying to climb up the ranks, I can make it. You a little bitch, to me you was basic. You was so fake, my